Welcome, friends, to a new wild adventure. I'm your host, and today we're stepping into the heart of the jungle for a story packed with adrenaline, courage, and those brutal, shocking moments only nature can deliver. The episode is Tiger versus Wild Animals, brutal fights and shocking endings. Think about the tiger for a second. In Asian jungles, no animal stirs more awe and caution. Those orange and black stripes, stealthy movement, hulking muscles, tigers are built for battle. But the jungle isn't empty, and being king isn't easy. Tigers meet worthy challengers every day, with brutal showdowns and sometimes shocking twists you'd never see coming. What strikes me most about tigers is their combination of power and patience. In their clashes with wild animals, every fight is different. One day, our tiger faces an enormous sloth bear. Imagine the tension. The bear stands upright, all muscle and aggression. The tiger circles, head low, searching for an opening. The fights with bears aren't always predictable. Sometimes the bear's bulk and strength win the day, but often the tiger's sly tactics and focused energy give it the edge. Watching the two go at it is just, honestly, hard to forget. Switch to another rival, the wild boar. Now, wild boars are stubborn and armed with dagger-like tusks, just fierce as they come. But a hungry tiger is patience itself, barely making a sound. When the moment is perfect, the tiger explodes from hiding, typically aiming for the neck. Many times these fights are quick, but not always. A boar might deliver a stunning injury with one swing, and fights can end with both animals limping away, bloodied but alive. That's something I keep coming back to. The jungle is fair, but never soft. Let's shift to water for a second and consider the crocodile. The mighty croc, armored and ancient, dominates riverbanks. You'd think a tiger would steer clear, but no, especially not if hunger drives it. Sometimes tigers ambush crocodiles as they sunbathe, but the risk is real. Some tigers end up caught in those crushing jaws, while others manage to pin the croc's throat, emerging from the water victorious. It's that constant gamble, a mix of courage, calculation, and the absolute requirement to eat. Every so often, legends speak about the great battle, a tiger versus lion. Now, these two don't really meet in the wild, but in rare escapes or sometimes in captivity, they clash. Both can weigh up to 500 pounds. Both wield muscular bodies and razor-sharp instincts. What's striking is how similar they are, but also the differences. Lions are social fighters, tigers are solo assassins. In these matchups, victory can swing either way, sometimes shockingly fast. But that's not all. Tigers have faced everything from water buffalo to elephants to entire packs of wild dogs. Water buffalo are massive, with horns sweeping the air like scythes. It sounds impossible, but a determined tiger, sometimes a mother hunting to feed her cubs, will take one on. Usually, though, buffalo work in herds, and even the bravest tiger knows when to back down. And then there are the dogs. Wild dholes move in packs. Individually, one's no match for a tiger, but together they're relentless. They'll swarm, nipping at legs and flanks. Maybe the tiger gets away, maybe not. Sometimes the ending is brutal, with the tiger weaving through the pack's chaos, sometimes making a stand nobody forgets. What amazes me is how every fight in the wild is a test of so many things at once. It's not a simple question of strength or speed. It's the environment, the timing, the mindset, the weather, or just plain luck. Sometimes one factor changes everything. Like, picture a storm rolling in. Suddenly the visibility drops, scents change. Both predator and prey become jumpy. That can tip the balance in a heartbeat. Or think about a tired tiger, maybe injured from a failed hunt, suddenly forced to gamble against a stronger opponent. Every story has an edge, and endings aren't always happy or ever fair by human standards. Sometimes the tiger comes out on top, roaring the jungle into silence. Other times it's forced to limp away, a reminder that nothing in nature is guaranteed. That's interesting because, in a way, every animal is just surviving, making the best of the hand it's dealt. Another thing I noticed, most encounters are rare, and tigers don't waste energy fighting without a reason. Their fights are almost always about survival, hunger, self-defense, protecting young. That makes these battles all the more intense, all the more meaningful. What ties these stories together, though, is respect. The tiger commands respect, but so do its rivals. Seeing these animals clash isn't about who's best or who's strongest. It's about adaptation, endurance, and a natural world in constant motion. So what does this actually look like for the tiger? One day, it owns the riverbank, basking in victory. The next, it might go hungry, taking a loss no one else sees. Over time, the wins and losses balance out. Nature's way of staying wild and unpredictable. I keep coming back to this idea. In the jungle, shock and awe are normal. Each fight leaves a mark, shaping not just the animals, but the forest itself, passing lessons from one generation to the next. That's the untamed world of tiger versus wild animals. Fierce battles, shocking moments, and never-ending change. Thanks for joining me for another wild journey. Until next time, stay curious and keep an eye out for those unexpected twists that only nature can deliver.